be chopping blades.
Hey, what's up, good people? Chris with Chopping Blades, right back at you again with another video. Say, man, I had something on my mind that I need to discuss with you guys, especially the new guys coming into the business or any guys that's thinking that this is something that they want to venture into and start. Just a bit of advice because it's something I'm going through, to pass on to anyone else. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see just recently I broke a glass door window in one of my customers' house. I was weed eating around the door or whatever, and it was in some high grass, and I heard something go thump. I had my ear protection on or whatever. I heard the thump, but didn't think too much of it. It didn't sound like cracking glass or anything like that. So I just happened to look up and I saw the glass, and it was just like totally spider webbed all the way up, right? So I'm like, damn, did I do that? Or was it already like that? I couldn't tell. So upon inspecting it, here comes the customer out there, and she was like, Chris, what happened? And so then I turned my weed eater off, and I was like, oh, here we go, So my first thought was, honestly, initially, my first thought was, I got it. I'll pay for it. No problem. Everything's cool, right? She comes out, cut the weed eater off, and she was like, what happened? I was like, I'm glad you came out. I said, I was going to ask you if I did that or was this already like that? And as soon as I stopped talking, you could hear the glass spidering, cracking, as it was just sitting there, just going all the way up. Just you could hear it. So I was like, yep, that just happened. So, it wouldn't have been doing that if it was already like that. You know what I mean? So I said, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll pay for it. We'll get it fixed, and, we'll just move forward from it or whatever. And so she was more concerned about me. She was like, are you okay? Did glass get on you? What happened and all this kind of stuff? I said, I don't know. I said, I was trimming around this door and I heard something go thump. I didn't know it hit the glass though. So she was more concerned with me, and she was like, so are you okay? Did any glass get in your eyes? I'm glad you got, eye protection on and da. So at that moment, I kind of panicked a little bit, because I was like, whoa, wait. She was like, oh my gosh, so what are we gonna do? And then that's when it set in. I didn't have anyone to call. I didn't know what to do. I just knew I could pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't even know who to call. Like, yeah, you can Google glass repair, glass, whatever, all that kind of stuff. And, it's hundreds of results that come up with your search. But, like, you really don't know who to go to. Like, you get some off-the-wall guy come in and be like, yeah, I'll fix it, $500 or whatever on a $100 glass, and you don't know any better. You're just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I just broke a $500 window. Well, no. See, this is where I should have been more prepared. So there are a couple of things that you guys starting out, maybe a few years in, just a couple of years in, just like me, or thinking about starting a business, lawn care business, need to think about. You need to have some resources of businesses that you can turn to in case you do have accidents. Sprinkler repair. Unless you know how to fix a sprinkler head or anything, if you broke the line or whatever, you need to have one of those on call. I've gotten the information together of things I need. I haven't got any people on my team yet, but my next door neighbor or my neighbor like kind of down the street from me, I passed by his house the other day, and on his truck it says irrigation repair. So I was like, whoa, that's somebody who I could have on my team. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for no discount. I'm not looking for no here you go type thing. I just want somebody who, if it's $100 job, charge me $100. If it's a $500 job, charge me $500, and that's it. That's all I'm looking for. Well, sprinkler repair. There's a couple of different heads that these sprinklers come with. So either you have those already on hand, or to look for whenever you go to like a Home Depot or irrigation place, store or whatever. to know what sprinkler head to replace that you might have broke or whatever, all that kind of stuff, right? So then number two would be a glass person, and that's what I didn't have. I didn't have anyone to call about the glass. So a glass person, you need to have a glass person that I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. Just I guess it's just trial and error. Call some people, but yeah, a glass guy. So the third thing I would say would be like either your dealer or a mechanic for your equipment. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to get into know people and show your face, because I mean, like, it's like I've said before, customer service is out the window nowadays, and everybody's they'll charge you, thousands of dollars on something that costs hundreds. Everything is expensive nowadays. So you have to have knowledge of what you're purchasing and what you're going to do before you do those things, or you're going to get taken. Yeah, I've seen a couple of guys. One guy had a Walker mower, with the big bagger thing in the back, and another guy had a Skag. And those, we don't have any dealers around here that deals with those, right? So I know they're not. I think Amarillo is maybe two hours and some change away from here, and I know those guys aren't running those mowers up there whenever they break or something happens. That's a waste of a lot of time. That's a 4-hour trip. Then however long it takes them to fix the mower and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so I'm sure they have mechanics that they deal with, or they fix them themselves. But anyway, you need to have a non-dealer mechanic on hand, and possibly a dealer of whatever brand piece of equipment that you're using. I see my click-through rate, and you know what I'm saying? I know you guys don't like a whole bunch of talking, and I ain't trying to do no whole bunch of talking. I don't even like talking on this thing, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm passing information on, you know what I'm saying? These are things that you need, and hopefully not have a panic moment like I did, because like I said, I just knew that I could pay for the window, and but I didn't know who to call to get it to even, was I supposed to get quotes? Should I have called like 3 different people? Like, all these things started rushing through my mind. And so, like, I went to go start finishing the yard. And she was like, no, just don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. And I was like, oh my God. So does she think that, I'm incompetent now? Does she not trust my work? You know what I'm saying? All these things were going through my mind when this happened, man. But if I was more prepared, you know what I'm saying? Just call my guy. Hey, man, can you come by and give me a quote on this glass door or whatever? Yep, I'll be by there, or tomorrow or the next week, whatever. And tell the client, have the guy come look at it, tell me how much it is he go charge to fix it, pay him, and everything's good. He fixed the client's window, and everything's good, right? That's the way I should have, that's the way that you want it to go, smoothly and, non-complicated and not too thought processy, you know what I mean? So what ended up happening, and I'm kind of embarrassed to tell you guys this, but it's the truth. So she picks up her phone, and I think she Googled a company. Now, I don't know if she knew this guy already or have dealt with him before or something like that, but she Googled a company, and I heard her on the phone. She was like, yeah, I have a broken window. I just needed somebody to come through and give me a quote. So I finished up her yard, and she texted me back, hey, Chris, I got somebody to come by to give me a quote. I was like, and I'm so apologetic, I'm sorry, whatever it's going to cost, I'll pay for it, and don't worry about it. And she was like, okay, cool. So that was a mistake right there. Like, you shouldn't have I broke the window, so I shouldn't have had the client calling, trying to figure out who's going to fix their window, right? So she texted me later on that day and told me that the guy came by, looked at it, and gave her a quote on it or whatever. And I told her, yeah, okay, that whatever you need to get it fixed, and I'll pay for it, And so that's what happened. The guy came, she paid him, which that's another thing I don't think should happen. She shouldn't even have to go in her pocket. Like, I should have paid for it, before she would even have to touch her pocket, right? But That's not the way it happened. You know what I'm saying? She paid him, and then I paid her. So yeah, that could have went a whole lot smoother if I was prepared, man. But yeah, just a note to you guys, you new guys and guys like me, and on the third season like me, get your stuff together, man. You know what I'm saying? This lawn care game is fun for me, and it ain't a joke though. You need to be prepared for a lot of things, and that's something that I really wasn't prepared for. Like every time somebody said something about a broken window, in my mind, I was just like, you weren't paying attention. You weren't being careful enough. You were running your weed eater wide open. I had all these excuses in my head of what I don't do, right? But in reality, that's not enough to not break a window. It's gonna happen because you don't know what's in that grass, man. You just don't know what foreign object may be in that grass. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, just stay prepared. Hey, so the subject has came back up. Do you mow first or do you trim first? And like I think I said in the comment or whatever, my thing is I trim first when I'm push mowing. But now that I got this zero turn, I find myself mowing first. Only because right now I don't know where all spaces I can get in with the mower, so I don't want to trim first and then go mow and then miss some spots and then have to trim again. So I mow first and then I come back and trim, so I know I don't have any missed spots. You know what I mean? Oh, and on long grass, like if you have a really overgrown yard, if you trim it first, you're gonna have all those long pieces of grass everywhere, and you can suck them up with your mower or mulch them up with your mower. But if you mow first and then trim, you're gonna have all those stragglers in your lawn. That's just my opinion. That's how I work it. But yeah, we got this one knocked out. Got them cleaned up a little bit. Our grass is still brown up here. We haven't started greening yet. Waiting on that first rain. When that first rain come through, it's going down. So yeah, roger that.